It's Humble TV. I am the Humble AG. You're back here again with another Bumba Cloud video. You don't know what I say. So, I wanted to talk about some first, okay? Because I was actually asked today when was my first kiss and if I remember who it was. So it got me to thinking about a couple other firsts in my life that I figure, why not? Let's talk about them because they're a part of the story. So start off, my first kiss was actually one of my homegirls. So I was friends with these two girls, Dominique and Diamond. They weren't twins because I think Dominique and Diamond are like a year and a half, 2 years apart. But they looked just alike, so we used to say they was twins. Go with it. Anyway, they had a cousin who she fine. I ain't gonna lie to you. I seen a picture of her recently. She still look good. So Janiyah, their cousin Janiyah, was my first kiss. Shout out to you. My first crush, like my first real crush, that let me know that I like females and not dudes, was April Daniels. We went to summer camp together. That was the first chick that had me like, hold on, how you doing? Hello. Yeah, April Daniels. I ain't seen or heard from that girl in so long. Like, I think the last time I ever seen or heard from her, we were kids, and like social media wasn't really a thing then yet. Like, you feel me? And also too, like, my very first Facebook, I had lost that when I got hacked like a couple years back. So like, it's a lot of people from like way back that I don't have on social media no more. My first real girlfriend was Diamond. Not the same Diamond from earlier. This is a different Diamond. This is when I lived in Philly for like that little year and a half. Like that little year. It wasn't even a full year. But Diamond, shout out to Rhodes High School. I went to all girls school, y'all. I'm a stud. You could know that was a fun time for me. But yeah, my first real girlfriend was in what was I in? The 7th grade. My first real girlfriend, I was in the 7th grade, and it was funny enough because my taste done changed. I really don't do like high yellow women. I don't do like real light skinned shorties for real. And Diamond was as light skinned as they fucking come. Diamond in the wintertime look damn near white, bro. The only thing that lets you know she was light skinned was that she had freckles. But Diamond was my first real girlfriend. What was her last name? Is her last name Perry? No. Diamond. I want to say her last name was Perry, but anyway, that's not the point. But yeah, Diamond, shout out to Rhodes High School, because our all girls school went from 7th to 12th grade. Yeah. All the studs knew each other because it wasn't that many of us. And on top of that, if you was a stud, especially then, you was a hot commodity. So I was cool with all of the upperclassmen. Even though I'm in the 7th grade, I'm cool with all of the high schoolers because, hello, I'm one of the only studs on the damn school, but that's not the point. My first real rejection, which in turn, I guess it kind of worked out in my favor because she has like, I think she got kids now. My first real rejection was a girl named Keandra. Yeah, I was probably, I was in the 6th grade because that first real rejection was before I got my first girlfriend. That was the first chick who ever really like rejected me. It was like, oh, like, okay, that hurt a little bit. Nah. And then Keandra was cool as hell. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of was my fault, like, too, you feel me? Because, like, we wasn't, like, friends, but we were cool, you feel me? And then I started having a crush on her, and I was like, shit, fuck it. So I told her, and she was like, no. I was like, well, damn. But then again, I ain't gonna lie, too. Back then, light-skinned niggas was in style. Chocolate niggas wasn't in style until I got to, like, high school, for real. So, like, that's another thing, too. Shout out to all my chocolate niggas, and we in style now. Fuck, we wasn't in style back then, but we in style now. I don't give a fuck. My first time, mommy, please don't watch this video. My first time was with an older joint, and just for you know, no Me Too stories. I'ma just say that should have never been a thing. I was 14. All I'm gonna say is She was an older joint. Okay. She was an older joint. Her name was Layla. Layla was my first time. Layla was also, like, not significantly older than me, but definitely could have caught a case. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to speak too much more on it because I think I had to do a video and I took it down because I was like, this could be bad. But yeah, so my first time was, I was 14. She was older than me. Not like by a lot, but she was older than me. Shout out to you, Layla. Shout out to you. Okay. Okay, my first like one night stand, like this is very much hit it and quit it, never really talked about it again, was a girl named Angel Perez. Yeah, Angel was cool. I was in high school still. This was after my Cougars incident, but before I went to college. So yeah, Angel was my first like little like, we hooked up and we never talked about it again. And I maybe saw her once or twice after that in life. We still, I think she on my Instagram. I think we followed each other on Instagram. Yeah. But it's almost like we pretend like the shit didn't happen. Like, you know, but anyway. My first like little situationship, before it was like situationships was a thing, I guess. This had to be, this is when I got sent to alternative school, so I had to be like 13, 14 maybe. My first situationship was before before I lost my virginity. Like, my first situationship was Tara Davis. Tara, God, I liked the Tara. Like, I did. Like, it was bad. Like, I liked Tara something crazy. Like, Tara was one of the first ones that had a nigga Tinder, and I was like, what the fuck? And now that I'm adult thinking back on it, it was like, it was very much not okay. Like, she was my first, like, situationship, real, like, on and off, just, like, why? Like, it was a lot. Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to you, Tara. That's still my dog to this day. We cool. We cool now. Now that we adults, we cool. But back then, that shit wasn't cool. Fuck. Okay. I don't know what this notion was that at least in high school, like, I had one or two chicks that, like, we flirted so much and, you know, it might have went a little left. And when I say a little left, you know, it might have been a little making out and stuff like that. But we never talked, we never dated. We just flirted. And then, you know, it was a little make it out. And for me, I called that my first, like, on and off type situation. My first little, like, this is a little, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a little, you know. Was Christine. Yeah. Christine Spearman. Shout out to you. What's up, Christine? Hello. You know what I mean? Christine was cool as hell. Me and Christine, I actually met Christine when I was at alternative school. And Christine tried to get at me, but I was too busy focused on Tara. And then when we went back to regular school, at that point we was in high school. I had, you know what I mean? I had got Tara out of my system. I had finished off middle school, and then I went to high school. And then probably, I want to say either my sophomore or junior year, me and Christine, we flirted so much. Like, I made out with that girl so many times. It's not even funny. I made out with that girl so many times. We made out so many times. And then, too, like, we used to do the shit in front of people. Like, people would see it, and they'd be like, y'all go. No, we don't go together. We don't. We just, why? That's just what we do. And then, because you know how lesbians are, my first long distance relationship was Tremaya. Yeah, Tremaya was cool. Tremaya was from Chicago. She lived in Chicago. And at the time, I think that's when I first moved out here. Yeah, I think Tremaya was like, yeah, because Tremaya was right before the chick that y'all remember me being with for the longest, that was on my channel for a long time. Yeah, so Tremaya, I was with Tremaya before I got with that girl. Before I got with my ex that y'all remember me being with. Yeah. And the funny thing is, Tremaya was one of those relationships that we saw each other once. like in real life. We saw each other one time. That was it. And I would like to point out we was dealing with each other for like a year and some change. And we saw each other one time. Crazy, right? Shit. Now, I'd have been in several long distance relationships. What? Listen, lesbians move faster than Mexican music. Like, if I meet you today, I need to see you by next week. Like, we not gonna play this. But then again, I'm an adult now, so there's that. And I have adult money. So I didn't have money back then for real. Now I'm an adult and I have adult money. Oh, I meet you this week. I like you. I got to listen. We're gonna figure something out. I need to see you by next week or something like that. Respectfully. But yeah, y'all. So tell me in the comments, who was your first kiss? Who was your first crush? And who's your first time? Those are the 3 I want y'all to answer. First kiss, first crush, first person you ever had sex with. I would do a story time on my first time having sex, but I feel like that is a very much this would have been a case type of video. I don't know. If y'all want to see that, let me know if y'all want to hear the story time, because I did it and then I had took it down because I was like, oh shit. But yeah, if y'all want to hear the story time about me losing my virginity, please put it in the comments and I might put that video up. Maybe, maybe not. Heck, I might do it. It's December. How about we'll do it before the year's out and I won't talk about it anymore. But yeah, y'all, you know me. I'm going to talk my shit. Talk to me nice, don't talk to me twice. I'm going to catch y'all in the next Bumble Clock video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.